but just welcoming everyone to the class. Yeah, and just if you feel comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes. And we have Teresa's daughter joining. Welcome. With the cat and everyone. That's great. So just close your eyes and see if you can just allow your nervous system to settle. Just settling into the space. Imagining that you're sitting directly on the earth, maybe at a beach in the soft sand, or maybe someplace in a mountain, just sitting directly on the earth, maybe on a stretch of grass. And the earth is really inviting you to settle into her, just letting your body be heavy and relaxed. Imagining the space around you that's surrounding you with closed eyes. Whatever place of your imagination, a place that gives you peace and comfort. And then if you can, let yourself sit up a little taller so that your spine can be tall, sitting up tall like a mountain. Strong, firm, solid. Just experiencing your whole body as firm and solid and grounded. Connecting with the sky and the spaciousness around you. And connecting with the earth, holding you. And just notice your hands resting easefully. Feeling your hips relaxing down into the earth. And noticing your sit bones grounding down, connecting with your yoga mat or your carpet, your flooring. The eyes and facial muscles relaxed. And then in the midst of all these experiences, you might begin to feel the sensations of breathing. Maybe you can feel your belly growing big with each in-breath. And then falling back down with each out-breath. So just for a few breaths, allow yourself to feel the belly growing big with each in-breath. And then relaxing it back down with the out-breaths. And you can really fill your belly with breath each time you breathe in. And then relaxing the breath back out, like releasing air from a balloon as you breathe out. Filling the balloon on the in-breath. And relaxing the air back out with the exhales. And then next time you breathe in, start again from the belly and then breathe up into your rib cage. So expanding the breath upwards a little bit. Feeling the ribs expanding along with the belly. And then as you exhale, breathing out first from the ribs and then all the way back down to the belly, releasing all the air out. And just doing that a few more rounds, breathing big into the belly, expanding up into the side body, into the ribs. And then exhaling from the ribs back down into the belly, releasing all the air out. And then next time you breathe in, we'll start again at the belly, expand into the side body, the ribs, and then lifting the breath all the way up into the chest. As you're exhaling first from the chest, down to the ribs, and all the way back down to the belly. Maybe even you're drawing your belly button in towards the spine to squeeze all the last bit of air out. And then begin again, breathing into belly, ribs, and chest. Exhaling chest, ribs, belly. So with each in-breath, you can imagine yourself becoming a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, filling your whole body with breath. And then exhale, slowly releasing the breath back out from the chest, the ribs, and the belly. And just a few more rounds in this own way, in your own way, in silence. And so then if your eyes were closed, you can gently open them at this moment, and we'll just begin to gently rotate the torso in a circle, beginning in a clockwise direction. And see if you can still stay connected with your breath here. So perhaps breathing in as you come up, and then breathing out as you come forward. And as you come up, I invite you to slightly lean back. So just really making a very big circle, and then come out to the sides and all the way down. So really using up a whole lot of space with your torso as you make these circles in a clockwise direction. And perhaps if you can, let the breath guide the movement. So as you come up, you're breathing in. And as you're coming down, you breathe out. So you can do this at your own pace, coordinated with your breath. So there's no particular speed that you need to move at. It's just all organically happening for you. Just using your breath as your guide. And just maybe 2 more rounds in this direction. And then as you come forward this time, just pause here for a moment. And then when you notice the next breath coming in again, begin to go counterclockwise, still making big circles. And let this be, as much as you can, a nourishing experience for you as you come into this first movement of the day, this first yoga flow. Your eyes can be closed or open, whatever feels right to you. And again, just a couple more times in this particular direction. See if you can really enjoy the movement as you're coming around each time in a big circle. And as you bow forward, just pause here again. Maybe stretch your arms out in front of you, come into a forward fold. Let your forearms release into the earth. Allow your forehead to release down as best as you can. And just breathe big here into your kidneys, in your back body, in your lower back. Again, imagining that you're filling your kidneys like a big balloon with air. And then as you exhale, can your hips relax a little bit more? Can your belly relax? Can your back relax? Just relaxing the whole body. And then as you stay folded forward, just move your arms and your torso over to the left so that you can relax your head, your forehead down over your left knee now. And just breathing deeply here, relaxing the forearms again, relaxing the head. Imagining that you're breathing in and out of the right side of the body here. Deep and full in-breaths. And then complete out-breaths, relaxing all the breath back out. And when the next in-breath comes, you can move your torso and your head back to the center and then all the way over to the other side. Over the right knee this time, you can release back into your forward fold. And then just feeling the breath in the left side of your body as you're filling that side with your life breath. Deep and full, slow and smooth. And just a couple more breaths on this side. And then please walk your torso and your arms back to the center. And then very slowly move your hands in towards your body so that the torso can straighten again. You can rest your hands again on your thighs or your knees. Just feeling the uprightness in your sitting posture once again. And just noticing how it feels to be here. Noticing any sensations you might pick up in the body, any tingling, vibrating, pressure, temperature. And then if your eyes were closed, you can gently open them again. And we're gonna breathe in and reach the arms all the way up, gazing up. The hands will touch overhead. And then as you exhale, bring them slowly down the midline back to the heart center. Inhaling out to the side, feel your chest opening. And then as you exhale, you can round forward. Give yourself a nice, big, juicy hug, and the palms of the hands can be on either shoulder blade and back. Inhaling out to the side again. Exhaling the hands to the heart. Inhaling, reach the palms up, separate the hands, gazing up. Exhaling, palms together, back through the midline, down to the heart. Inhaling out to the side, open the chest, draw the shoulders back. And then exhale with the other hand on top. We round again into a forward fold with the hands on the shoulder blades. Inhale out to the side again. Deep opening. Exhale, palms together at the heart. One more time. Inhale, reaching up through the center. Separate the arms, separate the hands, gazing up. And then exhale, palms together, back down the midline to the heart center. Inhaling out to the sides. Exhaling, another juicy hug. And this time you can just keep your hands there, relax your head, and just give yourself a little rub on your shoulders. Maybe straightening the spine again as you do so. You can bring your hands in the back of the neck and just massage there. When you're ready, you can stretch out your earlobes, just stretching them away from the body. Give them a little massage. Maybe a nice rotating motion, just saying hello to the ears. And then also with fists, just knocking the head all around, just awakening the whole head and the mind for the practice. You can knock quite hard, nothing's going to happen. And then just relaxing the hands back down as you take a moment again just to feel the body on the inside before you then come up onto your hands and knees whenever you're ready. So we'll set ourselves up in our table posture. And however you normally do this, you've done this particular pose probably hundreds of times or maybe thousands of times, but how can you still be really present to this particular posture, even if you've done it so many times in your life? So just really paying attention as you gently place your hands right under your shoulders, spread the fingers wide, have your feet resting behind you with your knees right under the hips. And then we'll begin actually a little bit different today. So you can bring your hands, another hand width forward. And then we're just going to make circles again. This time we're really focusing on the hips and the knees as you're rotating your whole lower body around in a circle. So it's a really nice massage for the hips, for the knees. You might hear them popping a few times. That's perfectly fine. And again, just really getting into this movement, rotating out to the sides, rotating forward and back. So when you come forward, your whole shoulders and body will come forward too. And then when you draw back, the body draws back. So again, taking up as much space as you can with your whole body as you're circling all around. And then when you feel complete in one direction, continue the same motion on the other side. So just going the other way now, still feeling into the knees, the hips. Just engaging this whole body in this movement. And just enjoying it as best as you can. And then very slowly let yourself come back to center. Place your hands right under your shoulders this time. And we're going to come into a downward dog type of a flow. You've done this one a few times as well. So just begin by curling the toes under. And then as you exhale, come into a downward dog. Inhale, stretch your right leg up behind you. Exhale, slowly release it back down. Inhale, the left leg stretches back. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, come back to your hands and knees. Rest your feet on the ground. And then exhale, come down into a child's pose. So we'll repeat that again. Inhaling, coming into your table. Exhale, curl the toes, come into a downward dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts up high and back. Exhale, slowly back down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, down. Inhale to hands and knees, uncurl the toes. And then exhale, round your back and come into a child's pose. One more round, inhaling up into your table, curl the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up, exhale, slowly release back down. Inhale, left leg up, exhale, down. Inhale to hands and knees, uncurl the toes, As you round your spine on an exhale, you can release into your child's pose. And we'll just rest here for a few breaths. You can stretch your hands forward so that the elbows straighten, and then release your head into the ground, into the earth. Just resting here. Feeling that whole back body again with your in-breath. And then as you breathe out, how much more can you deeply relax the whole body? See if you can really present to the entirety of the in-breath and the entirety of the out-breath. Just soothing your nervous system in this way. Being completely present to this next breath. And only when you feel ready in your own way, come back onto your hands and knees the way we started. Make sure that your hands are placed right under the shoulders. And then we're gonna curl the toes under again and lift the hips up into a downward facing dog. Or just stay here for a few deep breaths. So just make sure that your fingers are really spread away from one another here in that downward dog. Make sure that all your 10 finger pads are really pressing down into your mat. Maybe there's a slight bend still in the knees as you press your heels down just a little bit more and stretching out the feet and the back of your thighs and calves in this way. Relaxing the head all the way down. When you're ready, you can begin to walk your feet in towards your hands, so you'll be in a forward fold more towards the front of the mat. And just let your whole head relax down. Relax your hands, maybe the fingertips can reach the mat. And as you stay forward folded, just walk your hands over so that to the left side, so that they are on the outside of the left knee as you still keep your head down in your forward fold here. Just another really nice side stretch that you can just expand your breath into. Deep and full breaths. And then slowly walk back over the center and all the way over to the right, coming into a side stretch on the other side, deeply filling that side with your breath. And how much more can you really be present to what's happening in your body, what's happening in your breath? Releasing any thoughts that might also want to sneak in there, and just be completely and fully present here to your experience. We'll come back to center, place the hands into the lower back, and then very slowly lift yourself up to a standing position. And we're going to take a mountain pose here as we come up into standing. So just making sure that your feet are about hip width apart. The palms are facing forward. If you want to, you can close your eyes for a moment as you feel your chest lifted, the shoulder blades slightly drawn back, and then relaxing the shoulders down. Maybe a half smile on your face just to help relax the nervous system a little bit more. And then again, each in-breath is an opportunity to fill the whole body with life force. And each exhale is an opportunity to relax and let go a little bit more deeply. If you're ready, you can place your hands at the heart center and open your eyes. We come into 3 sets of full sun salutations. So really energizing the whole body today in our practice. I know you normally don't do the sun salutations, but it's a really beautiful full body workout that I hope that you'll appreciate. So we'll just begin by reaching the arms out to the side and then lifting them all the way up. The palms can touch, come into a slight back bend even. And then exhale, swan dive, fold forward, relax your head. Inhale from here, step your right foot back into a lunge. You're on fingertips. And then as you exhale, step your left foot back and come into a plank pose. As you exhale, you can come all the way down, maybe using your knees to support you, coming all the way down onto your mat. Inhale, come into a cobra pose or high cobra. And then exhale, curl the toes and bring yourself back up into a downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward into a lunge. And then exhale, the right foot follows the left, forward fold, release your head. Inhale to flat back, lift your gaze. Exhale, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive, lift the arms all the way out to the side and then lift them up. Exhale, hands slowly to the heart center. I'm just checking in here for a moment. Tuning into the sensations in the body as you've practiced this first round. Noticing any tingling or vibrating pressure. The temperature in the body. And as you open your eyes, we'll begin the second round. So inhaling the arms out to the side, lift them all the way up, come into a slight back bend. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, this time stepping your left foot back into a lunge, into a high lunge. And then as you exhale, step your right foot back to come into a plank pose from here. Exhaling the knees down or bringing the whole body down onto the ground. Inhaling, coming into a cobra or a high cobra. Gazing up. Exhale, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward into a lunge. And then exhale, left foot meets right as you fold forward. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up with the arms overhead. And then exhaling the hands back to the heart center. Resting again here for a few breaths, just maybe feeling how the energy in the body is being picked up through the life force that's being created through your movement, through your practice. And we'll do one more round a little bit faster this time, so just be ready for that. As you inhale, lift your arms out to the side and up, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Exhale, step the left foot back, we'll come into a plank. Inhale, you're going to exhale, you're going to come all the way down onto the mat, stretching the body out. Inhale, cobra or high cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, right foot meets the left, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Release your arms down, palms facing forward into your mountain pose. And just feel the breath and how it's naturally begun to deepen just on its own. Noticing it flow through the whole body with each in-breath and each out-breath. And just noticing the aliveness in the body that you're creating through all these flows. We'll bring the hands together again at the heart center. We're going to flow through a sun salutation into another pose. So we're going to inhale the arms up overhead again. Exhale, coming back into a forward fold. Inhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. And this time bring your torso up so that you can bring your hands to your waist. Make sure that you're really pressing down through the front foot and then stretching the heel back in back of you. Lift your chest, draw your shoulders back. If you feel up to it for today in your practice, you can also lift your arms up overhead, maybe expanding through the chest, maybe even lifting the gaze, and really fully enjoying this lunge, this high lunge. Imagining that you're breathing all the way up into the fingertips. And just be here for a few more breaths. Really opening the whole body on the inhale. And then just relaxing the hips down a little bit more on the exhale. And then just exhale the arms down. Lace your hands together and back. Bring your elbows together. Draw your hands down so that the shoulder can open just a little bit more. And then as you exhale, come into a humble warrior. So you're going to relax your head down to the inside of your left knee and just really drawing your arms up behind you, coming into what's called a humble warrior pose. Really feeling the strength in your legs here. The back heel stays lifted. Left knee right over the left ankle. And just breathing here deeply and fully. Stay in your lunge, relax your hands down either side of the front foot. Place your right fingertips to the inside of your left leg. Keep your lunge position and then just reach your left arm up into the sky, gazing all the way up to the fingertips. Deep and full breaths here. One more deep in breath. And then exhale the hand back down either side of the front foot. For this next stretch, you can release your right knee down or keep your knee lifted. We're going to place the weight so that we can come onto our left heel. So you might have to walk the fingers in a little bit. Take a nice deep in-breath here. And then as you exhale, just let your body fold forward over the left knee. Take a few deep breaths here as you just bring your attention more inwards, just enjoying the stretch, enjoying maybe the challenge of the stretch. Flex your left toes in a little bit more towards the body. And then see how much more you can relax your shoulders here, relax your arms, relax the whole body, even if it's a bit more challenging in this particular stretch. And then gently walk the hands a little bit forward, step your left knee back so you're back in table pose. Have your hands under the shoulders, curl your toes, exhale into a downward facing dog. You're going to be here for a few breaths just to stretch out the whole body, finding balance in both sides of the body once more. Centering ourselves in downward dog. And just see if you can allow your chest to just relax down towards the mat a bit more, lifting your hips a little bit higher, relaxing the head. And then on an in-breath this time, we're going to step our right foot forward into a lunge. In the beginning, you can have your fingertips down on the mat, either side of the front foot. And then when you feel stable in this posture, begin to bring your torso slowly up. Bring your hands to your hips. Make sure your front knee is aligned over the ankle. The left knee, the left heel pressing down, drawing the elbows back so that there can be more room at the chest. And then when you feel stable, reach your arms up if you've done that on the other side. Big heart opener here as you draw the hands more towards the ears and back. Big breaths. See if you can lengthen and slow down the breath a little bit more, even in the more challenging postures. Then exhale the arms down, bring them behind you so you can lace your hands together behind the back. Draw your elbows straight and release. Press your hands down so you can really find an opening here at the chest. Take one more deep in-breath here. And then as you exhale, fold forward to the inside of the right knee. Straighten your back foot and leg, and just come into your humble warrior again from here. Deep breaths, imagining that you're breathing all the way to the hands and back of you. Stay in your lunge and bring your hands either side of the front foot. You're going to place the left fingertips down to the inside of the right foot and stretch your right arm up into the sky, gazing all the way up to those fingertips, making sure that the back leg stays straight and the right foot is firmly pressing down into your mat. Maybe drawing that right shoulder blade more open towards the space behind you, really feeling that side stretch and breathing into it. One more last in-breath. Exhale, relax your right arm back down. Release your left knee down if you did that on the other side. Uncurl the back toes and then walk your hands in towards the body so you can straighten your right leg, flexing the toes in towards the heart. Inhale, lift your heart center, come into a flat back. And then as you exhale, fold forward over your right knee. Let your torso fold forward. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. And then just enjoying this forward fold as best as you can, even if it feels challenging in this particular stretch, as you really flex the toes in towards the right knee, relaxing the rest of the body. 2 more breaths. And then gently place your right foot back down onto the mat. Maybe bring your hands and torso forward. Step your right foot back so that you're returning into table pose. And we're coming into a puppy pose for a moment. So just walking the hands forward on the mat so that they can be quite straight. And then if you're that bendable, you can just lower your heart center down and see if your chin can lower down into your mat. If not, just lower your forehead down. Keep your arms straight and off the mat. And just breathe here into your puppy pose. Feeling the stretch in the arms. Feeling the stretch in the shoulders. Just breathing. And then when you're ready, come back to your table posture. We're going to let ourselves come all the way to lie down on the belly. You can bring your arms around so that they're by your side body with the palms facing down. And then your head is actually facing center-wise, so the forehead can relax into the mat. Just the whole body spread out. As you now extend your right arm forward, your forehead can still stay grounded. And we're going to bend into the left knee so that you can reach your left hand around, holding on to the ankle. And then pressing the heel in towards the buttocks. And just feeling the expansion here in the heart that you're creating. Couple more breaths. And then exhale, release the left arm, release the left leg. Bring both hands by the side body again, palms facing down. Relaxing the forehead into the ground again. And then we're going to bring the left arm overhead forward with the palm touching down into the earth. Bend into your right knee and reach your hand around your right hand so that you can hold onto your right ankle and then really pressing that heel towards the buttocks. Lengthening the side body again in this stretch. Just sending the breath all throughout the body, all the way forward into the hand that's stretched out, and all the way back to the toes and the leg that's all the way stretched out behind you. And then stay just as you are, but also begin to bend into your left knee. Reach your left hand around so you're holding on to the left ankle now, and take a moment to really press both heels towards the buttocks here. Maybe even so much so that the shoulder blades can really press together and back. And then when you're ready, you can lift the torso off the ground, press the hands into the feet and the feet into the hands so that you're reaching all the way up. Bringing the torso off the ground, bringing the thighs off the ground, and really breathing into this heart opener here. Several deep and powerful breaths. See if you can breathe 3 more deeply full and complete breaths. And then exhale, release. Release the arms, release the legs. Maybe bring your torso up so that you can place your forearms in front of the mat, and then just releasing the forehead into the forearms to deeply relax. Just letting the breath flow on its own, helping you to come back to equilibrium, to a more natural and relaxed breath pattern. And then from here, in whatever way that feels right to you, stretch your body all the way out on your back, but so that you're lying on your back. So just take a moment to see how you want to get there. You can keep a bend in the knees as you're making your way onto your mat, lying down on your back. You can bring your arms out into a T position from here. And then when you're ready, just stretch the legs up high overhead. So you're coming into a supported shoulder stand. If it feels more comfortable, you can lace your hands together behind your thighs if you need that support. But if you don't, just come into this supported shoulder stand, just with the legs up high, the knees as straight as you can have them. And just begin to find your breath again. And we're going to take one deep in breath here. And then exhale, lower your legs down, but not so much that your feet touch the ground, but just enough so you can really feel a nice stretch, maybe even in your belly muscles. And then inhale slowly back up. We're going to do this 2 more times, lowering down on the exhale. Inhaling back up. And then last time, exhaling as you lower down. And inhaling back up. We're going to hug the knees into the chest. Bring your knees out wide to the side and just hug the knees in towards the body in this way. Getting a nice additional stretch in your hips. Filling your whole body with breath. And then see if you can bring the soles of the feet to touch and to lace your hands around the outside of your feet. Relax your head down again and then just guide the hands more towards the body, guiding the knees to come out to the side as best as possible. And just breathing here wherever you feel this deep stretch. If you want to take a happy baby pose from here to end your practice, feel free to do so. Maybe rocking from side to side. And I know Rosemary has to leave early, so just wanted to wish her a good rest of the day as we continue our practice, just preparing for Shavasana. So whenever you're ready, maybe just hug your knees into the chest one last time. Maybe even lifting the torso off the ground so that your forehead can touch into the knees. Take one deep, full breath here and just hold the breath out for a moment, or in rather. Hold as long as you can, really feeling the energy building, maybe feeling heat building in the body. And then just exhale, releasing your whole body into your final resting pose into Shavasana. And taking a moment to set yourself up so that you can hold this pose in stillness for a few minutes, maybe getting rid of any last wiggles in the body so that your body can come to rest on the earth. Inviting you to close your eyes and just feeling the aliveness in the body. The aliveness created through your whole practice. Tingling, vibrating, pressure. And just allowing that all to soothe now as you allow your breath to come back to natural. Allow the body on its own to calm, to rest on this whole earth. The whole body, back body and front body relaxed and at ease. Releasing the contents of the mind. Releasing any straining or holding in the body. Just resting. Nothing to do. Nothing to undo. Just being here. Begin to find your breath again. Just feeling the movement in the belly or chest. Allowing the breath to help you awaken your body once again for the rest of the day. And sending some nourishing breath throughout the whole body. And as you do so, maybe you wish to wiggle your fingers and toes. And stretching the arms up overhead and relaxing them down into the mat to come into a full body stretch. And from here, you can hug your knees into your chest, gently rocking from side to side. Nice lower back massage. As you come back to center, you can bring the soles of the feet together, the hands, and then rubbing them together, bringing some heat back into the body, some more of an energy flow. And then just let yourself rest over on one side, coming into a fetal position on your mat, relaxing your head, supporting it with one hand. And just noticing how you feel in this moment. Just being present to yourself with a kind and loving attention. And just being accepting of yourself, supporting of yourself in this moment, just as you manifest. And then when you're ready, you can press one hand into the ground, press yourself slowly back up, coming back into a cross-legged position, maybe with your eyes still closed, if that feels right. Just taking our final posture here as we're sitting together for a few more moments to end the practice. And I'm just gonna ring the gong one more time to signal the end of our practice time. And if you can just really practice a sound meditation and follow the sound as long as you can. Thank you so much, everyone, for your practice time. I'm sorry about the glitch in the beginning. I'll have to figure that out. So hopefully that won't be so next time. So thank you so much for your practice. If there's any feedback that you want to send through Rosemary, if you couldn't see me well, I'd like to know if there's anything that you want me to change. I'll try to have that different next time. So just please, don't hesitate to tell her so she can let me know. Thank you so much. Have a really good rest of the day.